After I think a few weeks, once again we will be discussing about the Yoga Darshan, why we should meditate, and particularly according to the great yogi Patanjali, that famous aphorisms that he has given about controlling of the mind, the Patanjali. But before that, let us chant as we usually do. Mano Buddha Hamkara Citta Ninaham Nacha Shutra Juve Nacha Ghrana Netre Nacha Vyoma Bhumi Na Tejo na Vayu Chidananda Rupa Shivoham 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 Shivoham. The negation, I am not the intellect, I am not the ego, I am not the mind, I am not the hearing, I am not the taste, smell, sight, I am not the space, earth, light, air, field of consciousness. Then who am I? Pure conscious bliss. I am Shiva, I am Shiva. So, ultimate goal of meditation to get this knowledge. Ultimate goal of all religion only to realize this knowledge. Yesterday, Saturday, whole day I was in Providence giving a retreat on spirituality. Let us be spiritual. Then step by step I was telling them, ultimate is what? To know our own self. What is religion? To know God. Some people, those who are the beginners, they will be telling, religion is to get the blessings of God, grace of God. Some, those who are little ahead, advanced, they will say, the vision of God. What is religion? To get the vision of God. And when they get the vision of God, what actually they see? Themselves. That is the Atman. So I was not knowing that I am that God. That is the ultimate knowledge. That's why it says Veda Anta. Veda means knowledge, Anta means end. This Veda Anta. Now in different way, in different approaches, and different teachers, different masters, they are guiding us to that same goal. Here we are learning how to control our senses, and that's called meditation. What is the meditation? To control the mind. What is mind? A lot of thoughts continuously flowing. Even in our dream, we are thinking, thinking and thinking. So that thought we have to control. Now, we have already studied nearly 24 aphorisms, and we know that what is mind and what are the problems in the mind and how to control it. And now in this phase, we are coming to know about Ishvara, Ishvara Pranidhanat Bha. On 23rd sloka, aphorism, the yogi, the great yogi, he is teaching us by contemplation, by concentration on Ishvara, you can also control your mind. But what is this Ishvara concept? Not as the bhaktas. So this subtle thing we have to understand. When we are thinking about the God as a devotee, that God is different. When a yogi is thinking about God, that Ishvara, God, is different. This is the way they are explaining only. Ishvara pranidhanat bha. What is pranidhana? Devotion. That through devotion you have to understand this Ishvara. The Ishvara, that conception we will know afterwards. Pranidhana, the word, second word, ba means ba or by devotion, through devotion to Ishvara. That is very good. Now, who is this Ishvara? Then again it says, Klesha, Karma, Vipako, Ashaya, Aparamrishta, Purusha Vishesha. Now, we should not make the mistake by the moment they say Purusha, it doesn't mean male body. It's not male or female, no connection of gender. What is Purusha? In Sanskrit, Purusha literally means male. Man, human, not the male, man. But actually, what is this? Consciousness. So why then the word Purusha has been used? That it remains within the heart of every being. That is Pura. Pura means in the shrine, in the house. So that is called Pura. And person or thing which is inside that, so Purusha. So this Purusha, he is not having any klesha. What is our suffering? They will be telling klesha. What is that klesha? Avidya, the very first thing. Ignorance. But we have got so many certificates. Some people are triple MA in our country, some people are, the one Swamiji was there, triple MA. I told her only few subjects were left, you could complete that too. The triple MA. I went on reading and reading. And this way, this is not Vidya. What is Avidya? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna very clearly said, to know God is Vidya, knowledge, jnana, and not knowing God is avidya, ignorance. So why I am explaining this? Unless and until we understand the differences of these words, the meaning of these words, we won't be able to understand the total meaning of it. Avidya means ignorance. Ignorance of what? The real meaning of our life. The human life. What is that? I am God myself. I am consciousness. I am Brahman. That is called Vidya. And not knowing that, the moment I think I am so and so, I am this, I am that, this is my nationality, this is my social status, avidya. And how this avidya, the ignorance come? Because of the ashmita, ego. I, this ignorance. And then come attachment, raga. Then aversion. Wherever there is attachment, there is aversion. So that is called the when you are attached or thinking to have something, if you don't get or just opposite to that, you don't like it at all. The attachment and aversion, these are the two things, raga, dvesha. Then the desire to live, abhinivesha. No one likes to die, desire to live. One old lady, she was not having anyone. Every day she used to bring the dry wood from the forest, sell it in the market, and whatever money she used to earn with that livelihood. And she used to go on complaining to God of death, Yama, so many people are dying, can't you look at me? Why should I live like this? Every moment I am suffering. Please come and take me. I like to die, I like to die. She used to pray. Now one day Though the time, everyone is having the time. So otherwise, you cannot die. A small little baby that he was traveling, that baby was traveling with all the family members. There was an accident. Almost all the 6 members died. Only one survived, the baby. How can you say that? So that is the life is written. You cannot say, right now I will die or won't die. Nothing in our hand. We believe, the Hindus. Now this avinivesha, clinging to life, we like to live. That lady was going on praying. Then the Yoma said, though the time has not come, still she is going on praying for so many days. Let me go. Then came and said, oh good lady, anyway, you want to die? I am the king of death. Now I have come, you can come along with me. Then come along with me? Who are you? I am death. Then suppose I go with you, what will happen? You will be dead only. So why should I be dead? I don't want to die right now. I wanted that someone should come and help me to lift this, the dry wood. Now since you have come, help me to put it on my head. So that was but all these years you were going on every day praying to me and cursing me. Now this, so moment the death approaches, we want to leave. Why? Because so many desires, so many we have to fulfill. The last moment I remember, as we go for a long vacation, the last moment when we are in the flight, almost it is taking off, oh I forgot the keys. Then they will be trying to these and that, so many things we forget. So we like to do so many things like that. This is the avinivesha. But a person who has really understood this world is nothing but miracle, folly, why he will be clinging? God, if you like to keep me over here, no problem. If you like to take me away, no problem. I am ready. So that is called a great hero. Who can have that? Who is having the knowledge. Then karma means action. Vipaka, the result of action. And the ashaya means desire. Aparamishta, untouched. Purusha Vishesha Isharaha. The one who is not touched by all these things. What? Klesha, karma, vipaka, ashaya, aparamishta. Is not touched by all these things. And that one is called Ishvara by yogis. So this is the conception of Ishvara by the. Now the question may be, suppose someone who has got, this we discussed in our previous class, already got freedom, mukti. Can we call him Ishvara? Most of the time we'll be calling the Ishvara. But can we call? No. We cannot call that because Shada Mukta Atma Purusha. Suppose we are trying to get mukti. Then after some years, after some life, after some practices, austerity, we will get mukti obviously. And in that time, that case, can they call me Ishvara? No. Mukta Purusha. But then Ishvara means he was always free. And then again they are telling, Tatra Niratishayam Sarvagga Bijam. This is another thing. Niratishayam, always, every moment, Tatra, there, in the mind of the Ishvara. Niratishayam, constantly, every moment, Sarvagya, everything he knew, Bijam, the seed of knowledge, always, every moment, in that Ishvara. He knew everything. This is the speciality. Again and again, one lady is writing to me, have you seen me previous birth? That if I could tell it, I would have been the Ishvara. So we don't know, we forget. Why? That is the system of the jivas. The moment you know everything, same thing happened with the Arjuna and Krishna. And when Krishna was doubting, Arjuna was doubting, then When Krishna said again and again, you and me and all these people took birth, and again we met. I remember everything, only you don't know. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, those who have read the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, they know so many times by seeing some people who will be telling, I saw you there, I saw you here, I saw you these, I saw everything in you, past, present, and also the future. You are going to be like this, you are going to be like that. Then he said, I can see the mind of a person like the things which has been kept in a clear glass almirah. You can see from outside which are there, what are there in the glass almirah. Like that I can see the minds of the people, Ishvara. And not that at the fag end of his life, right from the birth, he knew everything. Tatra, there, niratishayam, continuously sarvagya bijam. And then afterwards, again it is telling another, sa purveshamupi guruhu. He was the teacher of all teachers. Someone must be there in the beginning who taught. Who? Ishvara, according to the yogis. Ishvara taught. Sa purveshamupi guruhu kalena avachchedat. Kalena, by time, avachchedat, limitation. No, he has never been limited by the time. At that time he knew, now he doesn't know. It's not like this. He knew it continuously. So that is called Ishvara. Sometimes some people out of great devotion will be calling their guru as Ishvara. You can call lovingly, but that won't do, because all these qualities must be present there. So that is called Ishvara. So this Ishvara, he is the teacher of even the ancient teachers, being not limited by time. Here we find in the books they are telling about Mayaivaite nihata purvameva. The Krishna, he is telling, see, you are thinking that what is going to happen, so many people will die. No, I have already killed them. It has already been done. Everything is set. Only thing you have to come and do it. When we listen to it, hear it, read it, we feel then actually what we are doing. One gentleman again and again writing to me, please clarify, if God is doing everything, then why should I do? Why should I practice austerity and charity and visiting the holy places, listening to the words or reading the scripture? Why should I do? Because someday I am going to realize God, because it has already been marked by God. It's true. Again, it's true. But again there is another thing. Ego, I consciousness. If you don't have I consciousness, you need not to do anything, just wait. You need not to do anything. That's why there are sometimes the sannyasins, they will be practicing ajagara vritti. The system of the ajagara, the huge snake, the python, the huge snake, it never moves to eat. It will be simply lying. And when sometimes some other animal will just come to its mouth, it will catch and eat. Otherwise it won't move. Not like other snakes. Ajagara vritti. Sometimes the sannyasins also they used to practice. They practice. They'll be sitting and constantly going on praying to God. I am hungry, bring food. They know it is going to happen. They believe it, and it really happened. It happened in the life of Brahmananda Ji Maharaj. He was practicing austerity in a very secluded place. And one day he was thinking, if someone brings, in Bengalis is very fond of eating luchi. Thakur also used to. Luchi is a kind of a puri, but it is a different type of preparation. And that luchi and that type of curry, etc., if very hot they can bring, I can eat it. He was sitting in a very secluded place, no one nearby. He was going on thinking, then afterwards he forgot, he was meditating. Suddenly someone came with all the things that he was praying for, thinking that if I get, I will eat. The person came and offered, "Sir, please take it." Then he said, "But why you have brought all this?" He was taken aback. How come? All that I was thinking, everything has come to me. Then are you sure that you are offering to me? Yes. How? Because the Ramachandra, Bhagavan Ramachandra came in my dream last night. I am his devotee. And Ramachandra said, "My son is sitting over there in that particular place. Go and feed these things to him." Then I first thought it is only a mere dream. So I ignored. Again in the same night it came, the Ramachandra came. Third time he was so angry, I was so terrified. The God became so angry and told, "I am coming and telling you, prepare it in the early morning and then you go that way." And I need not to ask anyone to come. Someone guided me. I could come straight to you. You must be that holy person for whom even the God is thinking. It happened. It's not story. It really happened. So that is, if you have that type of faith, the God is my mother, God is my father, I am not moving anywhere, food will come to me, God will take care of me, and surely God will take care. But you have to have that faith. But the moment you think that, no, I too have to do, then you have to do. Jokingly, I always say, wherever I go, the people will be asking, "Have you learned driving?" I told, "No, I won't." Because the moment I will learn driving, devotees won't come to drive me. So why should I? I know someone will come and drive me. I am not going. If there is no one, I won't go. That is simple. And someone will ask me, "Have you learned cooking?" And never I will learn it. The moment I will learn it, God will never send food to me. So I am waiting, somebody will bring food. So like this, it is just joking. But if you are really having that faith, you will surely get it. That is, tatra nirtishayam sarvagya bijam sa purvesham api guru. He was the teacher of all teachers, the very first person. And he is doing everything. He knows everything. Now the gentleman again and again asking, "What shall I do? What shall I do?" That means that question is there already in the mind. The moment you are asking, "What shall I do?" that means the question is there. One young man used to come to us and used to tell us that, "I want to be a sannyasi." The moment anyone comes, naturally we like him. And in Advaita in Calcutta, he used to come. And all of our sannyasins used to give him all good things. So let the young boy come. And one day he came to our senior Swamiji and he was asking, "I don't know, the one question has come in my mind, shall I marry?" Then he said, "You better go and marry." The moment the question will come, that means the desire is there. You are not going to become a sannyasi like this. So he said, "Okay, sure, why not? Go. But you people don't forget about us. Think about Thakur. See, Thakur also married. You go and marry." And he was happy. And he told, "I wanted to become a sannyasi, but Swamiji told to marry, so I married." So blame came to Swamiji. It's okay. So like this, the desire is there. When you think, "Shall I do it?" then you must have to do it. And when you think, "No, everything is God," Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is giving this through a story. He is telling, there was a Brahmin, well versed, he read so many books, he knew so many things. And he was a very good gardener. He developed a beautiful garden of flowers. And whenever people used to visit, he himself will be guide and telling, this you see, I made it, this I made it, I made it. Everywhere he'll go and tell, I. One day, one cow entered, maybe to appreciate by tasting the flowers. And the cow was going on munching the flowers, eating. And this man became so angry, he came with a big stick and bit the cow so hard, it died. And the Hindus, they believe if you are killing a cow, go hatta papa, that the sin for killing a cow will come to you. The sin came, sir, I should enter into you. Who are you? I am the sin because you killed the cow. Oh, no, you don't know. Who am I? Am I doing anything? Immediately he started quoting from the scripture. You don't know. But see, in the scripture it says very clearly, this hand, this leg, these eyes, all are maintained by Indra. The god Indra is the god of all our limbs and our senses. My hand took a stick and then hit the cow. Cow died. And all these things were done by what? My hand. I didn't do. And when my hand was doing it, who actually was maintaining the hand, working with the hand? Indra. So if you have to go and grab someone for this sin, go to Indra. And the sin went to the Indra. This is the story of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Indra told, is it? Okay, I can accept you, but let me go and talk to that gentleman. He came as an old man, entered, and he was telling, oh, wonderful garden, far better than the garden of Indra in the heaven. And he was, is it? I am telling you, it's far better than the garden in the Indra, in the heaven. It's so beautiful, and he was going on telling, you know how much I had to work so hard and going on, appreciating, I did. Suddenly they reached to the place where that dead cow was lying. And this old man said, oh my God, who has killed this cow? Then he was taken aback. All the time, I. And suddenly the cow, then Indra told, when you are taking all the credit, you have to accept discredit also. When the appreciation you are accepting, criticism also. When you are getting all the good, then sin also. Let the sin enter into you. So like that, this is through the story, it's explaining the moment I am thinking, I must do, I have these, until that you have to. And if you are continuously thinking, I am just a small child in the hand of God, you won't move. And he will be sitting like that. So there are so many stories through that, they will be explaining it. You know, a philosophy, yesterday I was telling to the devotees, when you speak of philosophy, philosophy means explanation of the creation. Who has created this universe? And what is the relation between the creation and the creator? These are the three questions. If you are answering, that is a philosophy. Creator, creation, and the relation between the creation and the creator. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, as is in a simple way, he said, you need not to do anything in the spiritual life. Only three things you have to know, you have to understand. What? Who am I? Who is Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna? Who are you? And what is the relation between you and me? That's all. And people thought, oh, this is simple. You are Sri Ramakrishna, I am such and such, and our relation is Guru Shishya. No. You and me are same. When that Sri Ramakrishna was asking Swami Vivekananda to sit by his side, Vivekananda was, because he is a senior man, his guru, how can I sit so close by your side? Then he was telling, do you think you and me are separate? We are all same. You and me are same. Again and again he had to tell this. Then afterwards, Swami Vivekananda realized it. So this is the knowledge of Ishvara. And what is the Ishvara? These are the qualities. Tatra niratishayam sarvagya bijam. Then Swami Vivekananda, and he is explaining it. So purvesham api guru kalena avachedat. He is telling that every human being having some knowledge, is giving that argument. The very fact that man has a little knowledge shows that God has unlimited knowledge. If I am to take one, why not the other? The moment I am accepting that human being has limited knowledge, that very moment I have to accept that there is someone who is having unlimited knowledge. Then in Bombay, one person was telling that I don't believe that there is God. Immediately the Swami who was giving the lecture, the question answer was going on, and he stood up and said, I don't believe that there is God. Then he said, my pranam to you. You are the only one who has understood God. The moment you say there is no God, that means you have complete idea about God. And how can you have the complete idea unless you have seen or realized? The moment you say, I don't believe in God, that means you have clear idea about God. The other day I saw some of the very typical, peculiar type of animals. Then I was asking the person who was driving me, what is this? Oh, maybe cow. It's not cow. Like cows, but you look at that neck is long. Then afterwards it was discovered that llama, those stuff. I had no idea about llama, so I was naturally thinking it is cow. No, it is not cow. How could I say that it is not cow? I have complete idea about cow. I know what is cow. So when that llama came before us, we said, no, it is not cow. Similarly, the last time when I saw that another called the green type of animal, and they were talking about that, no one knew what is it actually, because we have not seen. The moment you say there is no God, so obviously you have complete idea about God. Otherwise, how can you say there is no God? Then the Swamiji was telling, so I can say very clearly that there is no cows, there is no buffaloes in this hall. Why? Because I have complete idea about the cows and buffaloes. I know human being. I can say the male, female. I can say the children because I have complete idea. But I cannot say that no God because I don't have the idea. Since you are telling, so Swamiji is also telling like that the moment you accept I have a little knowledge, you have to accept someone is having ultimate knowledge, and that is called Ishvara. The very fact that man has a little knowledge shows that God has unlimited knowledge. If I am to take one, why not the other? The second, he is telling, no knowledge can come without a teacher. Every knowledge is coming from a teacher. No knowledge can come without a teacher. All knowledge is in man, but certain environments are necessary to call it out. We cannot find any knowledge without teachers. If there are main teachers, God teachers, angel teachers, they are all limited. Who was the teacher before them? So I went to a college. I was asking the students about the knowledge, education that I was discussing. So I told where from the knowledge came. Then he said, our knowledge came from our teacher. And where from your teacher got the knowledge? Then someone told from the library. Most of the time he spends in the library. Where from the library books got the knowledge? They like that. Afterwards they said, we don't know. There's an ultimate teacher. And what is that? God is Kali, we believe. The goddess Kali, she has not cut the head of anyone. It is only symbol. The head is the symbol of intellect, knowledge. And it is so precious. That's why she is keeping as a garland. And if she was so cruel and killing the people, can we call her mother, divine mother, Devi, worship her? So we have to understand, this is the symbolic. Swamiji is also telling, if there is a teacher, God teacher, angel teacher, beyond that, someone is there. In the Christianity also that tradition is there. The direct knowledge is not coming, angel is coming and conveying it to the Son of God. Then the Jesus is giving that knowledge to others. But where from the angel learned it? From God. Who is it? Purveshamopi Guru. So that is the way we have to understand the God teacher, angel teacher. Who was the teacher before them? One teacher who is not limited by time, and that one teacher of infinite knowledge without beginning or end is called God, according to the yogis. Now the next it comes, how we will call the God. Suppose something is there, we have to have something to recognize it. Bachaka, bacha, in Sanskrit it says. So here in 27th aphorism, the yogi said, Tasya bachaka pranava. Pranava. This is a great word for all the Hindus. Pranava means Omkara. Wherever you go, you'll find the symbol of the Hindus, Omkara. So many gods and goddesses are there, so many different varieties, but Omkara is accepted by everyone. Why? That has been explained by this. Bacha means the object. When the Sanskrit they say bacha means the object, and bachaka is the word expressing that object. Bacha, bachaka. Now, when you are coming to Vivekananda Vedanta Society here, and you are asking your friend over phone, are you coming over there? The society? Which society? Vivekananda Vedanta Society. Now, what is that Bacha? This place, this society, this temple, and Bachaka, the name. So each thing should have a name. Otherwise, how can you identify? You cannot identify. One person was telling 147 and 146, the road were mixing. Is that your asrama center? Yes. So like that, some Bacha should be there and Bachaka. The expression, the word. And what about the Ishvara? Then it says, Swamiji is also telling, word and the thought are inseparable. Word and the thought inseparable. And Bacha is the object, and the Bachaka is the word. Now the moment you said that word, and you are actually mentioning to that object, here there may be called external part of one and the same thing is what we call word. And the internal part is what we call thought. The word and the thought inseparable. Now afterwards Swamiji again is telling, the thought may be the same in different countries, yet the language is different. Same thought, but in different language, in different way, we are expressing. The word may be different, thought may be same. As Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is telling, when the Veda told that only one God is there, but people called it in many different words. Sri Ramakrishna explained it how there is a pond. It's very easy for the village people to understand it, ordinary people to understand. There is a pond, And it has 4 approaches. One person is going down and picking up little water and telling water. Another going and telling aqua. Another going pani. Another going jal. Same thing in different language. And the thought is also same. Language is also only different. The moment someone told you have to drink water, the person who don't understand English but thirsty, and it will be wondering what he is telling. I am so much thirsty, and now he is not giving me little water. I mean, in his own language, maybe pani or jal. But this person is also telling same thing, different name. We have to understand that. The moment we understand that, parliament of religion. There is no difference between religion and religion. We need not to sit together again and again, every year, twice, thrice, we are meeting, exchanging our views. What views? This is only. Only this thing we have to understand clearly, that whatever the object I am thinking, in my language I am telling it God or Allah or Jehovah or Bhagavan Buddha, in different names only. But the same thing, Swamiji is telling that there must be a natural connection between the symbol and the thing signified. Then what happened? When you are not understanding the English, but you are thirsty, he is also offering you water, wants to offer you water, then ultimately you show him a symbol. I am thirsty, can you give me water? Thirsty, in different way you show. Oh, immediately he understands, okay, I have understood it. So the symbol. Why the symbol? This much. The moment you are showing it like this, it is water. And showing it like this, it is food. And like this, so many symbols have come up, and we understand that. People understand it. So there must be a natural connection between the symbol and the thing signified. There are many languages which is just symbol. We can understand that. The people who are not accustomed to with that language can't understand. But those who are learning that language can understand that. The symbol has a meaning, signified something, they can easily understand. So this, when that symbol is pronounced, it recalls the thing signified. In making a sound, we use our tongue, particularly with the palate. When you are making a sound, tongue and the palate, and as a sound, the palate is as a sound board using the tongue, and then only the sound is coming. This is a little subtle, but we have to understand it clearly. Which is the most natural sound which is coming out without touching or using the tongue and the palate? Om. You pronounce it. A, U, Ma. You need not to use your tongue. You need not to touch your palate to pronounce it. When you are using or telling you see how the tongue is touching your palate, sometimes the teeth to pronounce it. But when you are using the word or pronouncing the word O, U, Ma, U, Ma, Om. See, no, and that is called pranava. It has not been created by anything. This is the word, vachaka, word, expression to express God, Ishvara. So here Swamiji is telling, Om is such a sound, the basis of all sound. The first letter A is the root sound, then pronounced without touching any part of the tongue or palate. M represents the last sound in the series, being produced by the closed lips, and the U rolls from the very root to the end of the sounding board of the mouth. Some people who are not Hindus, they think that Om is a word or a sound belong to Hindus. Of course, all the Hindus, they use this, but this word do not belong to Hindus only. How scientifically they have found out a word of 3 letters, A, U, Ma, A, U, M. But when you are pronouncing, you have to pronounce Om, and then you will find when you are pronouncing the Ma, you are closing the lips and pronouncing it. So this is, he is telling, this is the word, through this only you can understand God. Thus, Om represents the whole phenomena of sound producing. It must be the natural symbol, the matrix of all various sounds. Om centered all the different religious ideas in India. All the various religious ideas of the Vedas have gathered themselves around this word Om. Om has become the one symbol for all the religious aspiration of the vast majority of human beings. So this is the word Om, and that is why Om is so holy. In the beginning there was word. In the Christianity they will be telling how the creation, in the beginning there was word. And this word, it manifested. And what is this word? So naturally, if it needs two things to produce, it cannot be in the beginning. I repeat, if it needs to produce two things to produce this sound, it cannot be in the beginning. That means I should have these two things much before this sound. So that is why in that you will see that when the arati is going on, they will be ringing a bell continuously, ting, 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 ting. They don't know what is this for. They will be only ringing and sometimes closing it, and it's very difficult. If you practice arati, you will understand. And when you are taking the right hand like this, left hand also goes like this automatically. But those who practice perfectly, they can do it. But what is this sound for? Omkara. This Omkara symbolizes with that sound. And it never stops. It goes on and on and on. There was one Swami in Ramakrishna Mission. He used to listen to this Omkara. With the yogis, they will be listening to this Omkara. The moment they start hearing this Omkara, automatically they can have all the visions of the past, present and future. That Swami was there. See, when he was receiving these Omkara, he was so happy. He forgot everything. When the young people used to go and just for the fun, they used to ask, Swamiji, what is your age? Then he will turn to the person who is to take care. Hey, what is my age? He will ask him. Then the person will say, now you are 85, I am 85. But again, somebody will just jokingly say, no, you are not 85, you are only 65. Is it? You are sure? Then I am 65. You don't bother about his age. And he all the time happy. Then when it is also just like our system is, when the President Swami, the Pramukh Swami, the head of the organization, the moment he passes away, immediately there will be another Swami as a selected as a president. That there cannot be any time when there is no president or the head. So one head Swami passed away, who can be the next head? It will take time because we have the voting system, etc. In between someone has to be. So the authority used to go to that Swamiji and to say, Swamiji, from right this moment you are the president of Ramakrishna Mission. Okay, he said, very happy. Then all they will come and say, congratulations Swamiji, you have become the head of the organization. All right, all right. When the election is over, president is selected, then again they will come and say, from today you are no more president. Okay. For him it is nothing. He is always happy. President, no president, people coming, offering pranam or not. Why? I really feel so sorry. I used to visit that time Vellore Math as a young student, but never knew that he used to stay over there. No one said. Very simple, humble. You have seen the temple of Swami Vivekananda. Opposite to that, a very small house is there, double-storied building, and the ground floor used to stay. People even now they stay, there used to stay. And he was the yogi, and who realized this. He used to listen to Omkara. Sometimes he will be closing his eyes, sitting just like this. Then some people will go, they will be sitting satisfied, very happy. He is not talking, looking, anything. He closed eyes, he is sitting, but they are very happy. Then when he opens his eyes and say, hey, you are listening? What, Swamiji? Omkara? Can't you listen? Close your eyes, concentrate, you will listen. He thought it is so easy for everyone. It became so natural for him. So this Omkara, Tasya Vachaka Pranava, Swami Vivekananda giving this emphasis that this must be the word, if it is A, O, Ma, the three letters, one, Om, must be the basis of all religion. And in all the Upanishads we find, in the Mundaka Upanishad it clearly says, Brahma Devanam Prathamasambhabhuva. Om Brahma Devanam Prathama Sambhabhuva. The very first person who was born is Brahma, the four-headed, red color, the Brahma, he is the creator. In the Hindu mythology we all know. But who created Brahma? Before that someone was there. Who has created this Brahma? Om Brahma Devanam Prathama Sambhabhuva. He was created much before all the god and goddesses. But who was before? Omkara. So there similarly, who has created Ishvara if this question comes? The answer is Swayambhu. He himself created himself. This is, it says, Yo asabat indriyo agrahya. Indriya means all the sense organs. Agrahya, you cannot have any conception through the senses. Sukshma, very subtle. Abhyakta, unexpressed. Sanatana, eternal. Sarvabhuta mayo, but residing in every being. This is again and again Hindus will tell, Amritasya Putraha. Within you is all, everything, the God, the purity, heaven is there. Only you have to understand this. Swami Vivekananda is telling about that Raja Yoga, and he is telling that each soul is potentially divine. It's not the Hindu or these or that. Each soul is potentially divine. And what is the goal of life? Goal is to manifest the divinity within. You have to manifest that divinity. How? Then he says, by controlling nature, external and internal. And this is the subject that we are studying, to control the internal nature. How can we control the nature? By remembering Ishvara. And what is that Ishvara? He is free from all these things. He is the very first one when this creation was created, even before that. Then how can we identify Omkara? Tasya Vachaka Omkara. In the Taittiriya Upanishad also says, Om iti Brahma. And the Brahma, what is Brahman? All pervading. How can I have the conception? Then he says, Om iti. When you are meditating on Omkara, you are meditating on all pervading consciousness, that Brahman. And the Mundaka Upanishad says, Om iti evam dhyayata atmanam. The moment you are concentrating, meditating on the Omkara, you are actually meditating on Atma. Because the Atma, the word only we listen. But we don't have any conception about the Atman. We don't have any conception about the Brahman, all pervading. And they will be telling God has no figure and no form, all pervading. Ask them, how do you meditate? How do you have the concentration on God? What is your conception of God? Either the sky, or the sun, or the moon, or the ocean, but it all has a figure. So you can never have anything within your mind, in your conception, without a figure. So that's why Hindus are telling, if it is so, why not have the Omkara as that? So without figure you cannot do anything. Kathopanishad said, Etad alambanam sreshtham. How can you realize God? By using Omkara. That's why you will see all the meditation classes, they will be teaching Om. The moment you are having this Omkara, if you can concentrate on the Omkara, it's very simple, not at all complicated. If you are concentrating on the Omkara, your mind is concentrated. And then slowly, your mind is going up from this ordinary level to the spiritual level. Why? The moment you are hearing from someone, the Omkara means all pervading consciousness, that all pervading idea will come. Sometimes I teach Prabuddha Dhyanam. Yesterday also I was teaching them. When you are meditating, from the beginning, of the spinal cord, try to imagine Omkara is slowly traveling towards the top of your head. Sahasrara. Muladhara, Sahasrara. So these are the only route you have to travel, that's all. The moment you can drag that Omkara through the channel which is straight, Susumna, Ida, Pingala and Susumna. The Ida Pingala is crossing like this, Sushumna going straight. Doctors don't agree with us, because if you operate, there is nothing like that. But the yogis, they say, there is a Sushumna, that Nadi means the vein, is continuing. And if you can imagine, utilize that, and Omkara is going, and it moves like a snake. That's why the symbol of yoga is snake. In the Ramakrishna Mission symbol, if you see, you will find the snake, because that is the yoga. That yoga is not Hatha yoga. It's not the physical yoga, spiritual yoga. From the 10th May, the next month, we are going to start yoga classes. Some have already registered, and I am expecting some more. What they will do, children, and then the young group, then little elderly group, then finally more elderly serious people. In the beginning, some control of the breathing exercises, that is important. And then finally spiritual, otherwise it is impossible. The body flexibility is also necessary, otherwise you won't be able to meditate at all. And that is the reason, step by step, they can come. Those who are, if you are interested, you can register over there. One lady she will be guiding, I too will go. But then finally, when after 5 months or 6 months, when I will see some people are ready with that, then only it will be easy for me to tell you, this is the way you have to meditate. And that will be beneficial. Otherwise, it is difficult. When I was teaching the meditation, people told, oh, so good. Then afterwards, after the lunch, one lady came, you told what? Where is what? I told afterwards, I'll tell. Right now you have taken the lunch? Yes, don't try to meditate. Now try to sleep. So this is the way, because the mind is like this, we have to have this physical body control, and then slowly, slowly. So the moment we are meditating, the Kathopanishad very clearly is telling, etad, etad means the Omkara, alambanam, sreshtam, etad alambanam param. Param means highest of the high. This param, and this Prashna Upanishad says, within these three letters, A, U, Ma, you can have the meditation of the great God. So up to this today, this Omkara, there's so many explanations on the Omkara is there. This is very, very important. Next will be, next Sunday, I think 4th May. Next Sunday we will be observing Adi Shankara, celebration. Then Adi Shankara will be discussing about the Adi Shankara. Only one person who passed away in 29 years, less than 30 I think. And he has given all this knowledge to us. The one person, he has given the complete shape in the Hindu monasticism, Hinduism, and which was actually rooted out by the Buddhist philosophy, the Buddhist ideology. They were totally confused. Only one person, a young man of that 2021, he used to travel all over India, corner to corner, and re-established Hinduism again. So we will be discussing about the Shankaracharya, and we will be singing as we usually do. And of course, after that, there will be again a very good lunch. Our devotees, they have organized, as because Shankara, he is coming from the South India, there will be some South Indian dishes. Thank you very much. Let us complete this. Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo vibhutvacha sarvatra sarvendriyanam navasangatam naiva muktirnameya chidananda rupa shivoham 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 shivoham. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.